Still coming.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Because it's so dark in here, I'm going to turn my camera off.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm
Hello,
good.
hello.
How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 31.
Okay. Yeah. What would you like to? I mean, yeah, we talking about the comments. I don't know how long you've been in here, but we talking about the comments that Rebel here made on this video, and he clearly stood and is standing on his comments. Address whatever you want to address, though. Can't hear you, Rebel. Can you hear her?
Okay.
Nuh-uh. I think it might be our internet connection.
Hello, D. Are you there?
Yeah,
D.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
D. Drop it. Drop it. Come right back. Come right back.
That's that Comcast internet right there.
Do y'all see, shout out to Taj, but do y'all see how a man had to like ask her, like, they had to bring up accountability? Like, bro, you cannot make a lot of this stuff up, man. Just cannot. Can't make it up. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're a little better. You got like an echo going on. Try to talk.
Can, sorry, am I echoing?
No, you're good now.
All right, great. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Okay, I'm 31. I do not have children.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my mother was a single parent,
Mm-hmm.
and she got married. She had They were married for like 9 years and they got divorced. I do not agree with the statement above, of course. Everybody is valid. No matter how many kids you have, I think a woman or a man should be able to find love again. My mother and her sister, their mother died when she was 3, and my grandfather didn't take care of them. She was taken care of by her aunt and her aunt's husband. He could have said, "Oh, I'm not taking care of these kids. They're not mine and they're not yours." But he stepped in and he was my second grandfather. Also, I think that every soul that is brought to this planet is brought to this planet for a reason. The trials and tribulations that we go through in life is not necessarily just because of bad choices, but some of it is cosmic as well. So, with that being said, if a woman, when that woman came on a little while ago and she was saying that women that have 5, 6 baby daddies and living in the projects or whatever, that does make up a small percentage. We are we they what they show on the news and what you see in the projects, that makes a small percentage of us. But the way that it is presented to us is to promote self-hate. And I feel like on both sides it's just us hating our reflection. We have so much trauma within us. Once you deal with your self trauma, you won't attract a woman that is just willing to have, I guess, multiple kids by multiple men or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, to make a long story short, even if a woman had or a male had 5 kids, 5 different baby daddies, it doesn't mean that they can't turn their life around and you know find love and happiness. And even if a woman has one child by another
Miss D.
by
Miss D.
somebody,
Miss D. Are you okay over there?
yeah, why you say that?
Because it seems like you have like some like noise like going on like.
Oh, because I got you guys on my headset and I'm trying to be quiet because I got my nephews in the bed.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
i'm doing
Okay.
the most I'm doing the most.
Yeah. Okay.
But like even with my nephews, I have 2 nephews in my bed right now. My oldest nephew is a product of my brother-in-law's first relationship. And my sister has taken care of him from 5 months to 4 years old. He's now 7. and his mother got back into his biological mother got back into his life when he was 4.5. It happens. Like, every woman is not saying, oh, I can't deal with a man with kids, and every man isn't saying I can't deal with a woman with kids. It's okay to have a preference. Like, if you don't want to date somebody that has children, fine, that makes sense. If you don't want it, that's okay. But don't dog the next man out because that's what he chooses to do. And don't say just because you don't choose to do it, nobody else would want to do it. That's not the rhetoric that I'm hearing while I've been in the chat. It just seems so biased to me. There's people out here that's willing to do it, and if they're willing to do it, they're willing to do it for a reason. It's above them. Like, spiritually speaking, well, let's not even go to the spiritual side of it. Let's go from all these athletes that are saying, well, if it wasn't for my single mother, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for my stepfather, I wouldn't be here. You see men every day on big platforms congratulating and thanking their single parent mother and a single parent or their stepfathers. So what we're speaking of is a small percentage, and like that girl, when that girl said it's a small percentage of us, we're so, I don't know why it's so much. I do know why it's so much self-hate in the Black community, because the single parent stuff stem from slavery. You get what I'm saying? Them selling the men off and the women having to take care of kids that's not theirs, that's where it started. And then it went on to the chain gang. So when they couldn't sell the men off, they would put the men in prison. And then it kept stemming, it kept going. And when the women couldn't make enough money, they got on Section 8. That's why they brought up Section 8, to keep people at a certain mindset. So it's just trauma after trauma after trauma. And then we have these Black men on these platforms that are fueling this negative rhetoric about these women when they're traumatized. And yes, you don't have to deal with somebody that's traumatized, but we all have our own traumas. And there's some men that can see past a woman's traumas. There's some women that can see past a man's trauma. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I look at life differently. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hold nobody to one standard. I'm not putting nobody in a box. We're all beautiful people. We all got to go through this thing called life. And we all got to make choices when it comes to this thing called life. I cannot say that, oh, she got a child and this person don't got a child and this person is a millionaire. They're not gonna ever pick the person that got a child. If it was meant for that person to be in this woman's life that has a child, people don't even understand how this world works. You get what I'm saying? Honey, I know I'm all over the place.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
again, I have personally never, like I just said before you got on here with Taj, I just said that, like, whether you're a woman and you have, a woman with kids by multiple men, or you're a man with, kids by multiple women, I literally just said this before you got on. Life is not over for you. Like, relationships is not over for you, but it is going to be significantly different. Like, what is reality is, like you said, nothing is absolute. It's not like all men are not going to date women with kids, or all women are not going to date men with kids. But most people that are childless do want to seriously deal. Notice how I said seriously. That's the key word. They do want to seriously deal with someone that does not have children. They do not want to seriously deal with someone, more than not, do not want to deal with someone that does have children. That's just a reality.
Okay, can I say something to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I do agree that a lot of men and women that are single, that don't have children, they want to start their own families. I get that. But just because you have a preference don't mean that you're going to be closed-minded to a better opportunity. You understand what I'm saying?
So
you
may not, single mom a better opportunity.
But that's a good. Go ahead.
Well, I could say this, because you can meet a woman that's single that ain't worth shit. They don't have kids that ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you can meet a woman that has a child that is on the same level as you. So if you put yourself in a box, yes, we have preferences, but the preferences shouldn't be the only thing that you're going for. Because there's some people out here that have preferences but won't date a woman with kids. It's like it's a no-go for me. But that's why they're still single at 43 years old. That's why they're still single at 31 years old. That's why they're still single at 55 years old. That's why they're dying by themselves, because they put themselves in this box thinking that they're high and mighty. Oh yeah, that's just, she ran through. Oh, she this. But that was your soulmate. That was the person that you agreed to be with before you got to this planet. This shit is above us. It's above our egos. We put our egos into this shit so much that we keep ourselves for our own happiness. And it's a part of society. It's a part of the government. It's a part of all that shit. All that shit makes us hate each other as Black people. We self-hate. This shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Having a preference is cool, but see your soulmate when you see them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they got a kid on their back, that doesn't mean that they're not your soulmate. You ignoring them is not going past your own ego.
How is a single mother a better choice than the woman with no kids?
Okay, so for example, a single mother can be a owner of a Fortune 500 company.
So can a single woman.
But that woman with no kids could not as well. If we're going to paint the picture, we're not going to just paint the picture of a perfect scenario. Just because the woman is childless, listen to what I'm saying. Just because the woman is childless doesn't mean she is all together. Do you understand that? Just because a woman is with child doesn't mean she doesn't have her shit together. For you to say that, go ahead.
See, a lot of females like you have been talking all night about night. You females are trying to go off of possibility. I'm going off of probability. Is that a possibility that a single mom?
Between probability and possibility? Who made up the
probability? Probability is what could happen. It may happen. I probably can go out to the Circle K.
And what's a possibility?
No,
possibility means
the probability. I would more so say probability is more so realistic odds.
They're the same.
And no, they're
not. Oh my God,
ma'am.
Did she just say that?
Ma'am.
I know she did not just say probability and possibility are the fucking same.
Possibility and probability are not the same. They have never been the same. They will never be.
She really thought she did something.
Possibility is anything can happen. Probability is the realistic odds of it happening. A lot of people just played this Mega Millions. A lot of people just played this Mega Millions jackpot. One person,
there's a probability.
The jackpot. One person hit for $1 million. So yes, it's possible that anyone could have won it, but the probability that anyone was going to win it was extremely low. There is a difference.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
So there's a possibility. No, hold on. There's a possibility that you can meet a single mom that has her shit together who owns a business. But what's the probability of that happening?
Okay, so let me say this. Who determines the probability of that happening? Statistics made by man?
Oh my God, is she really on this bullshit right now with the patriarchy bullshit?
Just answer me what I'm saying. Every statistic that we have is made by when I say man, I mean mankind. I mean humans. So I'm not going against men. I'm not going against women because I love all people. Men, women, black, white, it doesn't matter. But there is somebody that made the statistics to everything that we go Google or look up or whatever the case may be. So when you're making these statistics, they don't check the whole United States. They don't check everybody on the planet. They check a small group of people. So the probabilities that you're getting is from a small, minute group of people. So if you're going to base your life off these small groups of probabilities, you're probably going to be alone the rest of your life. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say it's one of the same. Go ahead, baby. And I'm sorry for calling you baby. I'm just
So what's the possibility of you if we had 1 million single moms on a scale of probability? What do you think you're going to see more often than not? a single mom who has her shit together, who owns a business, who's making a lot of money, or on the other side, the single moms that I described earlier today?
Okay, so I'm going to see what's in my
No, no, no,
perspective.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
wait,
A
listen,
million.
listen,
No,
listen.
on
Can you
this,
listen to me?
what do
You
you
asked
think
me a
you're going to see
question.
more often than
Listen to
not?
me. You asked me a question, so let me get the answer out without you interrupting, please. So I'm going to see. We only see what's in our perspective, what's in our reality, and what's in our reality is what's in our minds. Just listen to me. What's in our mindsets is what's in
Just
our
answer the
reality.
question. You don't have to dance. Are you going to see the single
So the
moms
answer
who
is
own a
I'm
business?
gonna can you please shut the fuck up so I can I'm sorry. Look, I'm gonna have to get out. But
No, no, don't
what
get
I'm
out.
trying to say, don't tell me, don't dictate how I answer it. I'm about to answer it. So the answer is I would see single mothers that's doing the damn thing because that's what's in my perspective. Period. My
That's not
mother
the
did it.
probability.
How do you know okay,
Oh
all
my,
right. I
bro,
understand your
Noble, I
mindset.
can't do this.
I understand why it's
God
not the possibility to
damn.
you because you have already been brainwashed in the mindset that all single women don't got it. They're on Section 8. That is not the case. That is not the case. Section 8 is a small percentage of this motherfucking world. A small percentage of the United
If we
States when
took
it comes
a
to single women.
million random single moms, what's the probability? What's the probability? More often than not, are you going to see a random? This is at random. More single moms who own businesses who got their shit together, or more single moms that
Yes,
I've described.
more that got their shit together, their own businesses, or
Bro,
working
she
for
is being
someone.
fucking
I,
disingenuous.
no, I'm not.
You
Just
are
because you
being
can't wrap it,
fucking
no, just because you
disingenuous
can't wrap
out
your mind
the
around it, because
ass.
all you see is what's in your
Look at the
neighborhood or
fucking
what's in.
stats. Jesus Christ. Bro, I can't do this shit.
Look at
I
whose
can't.
stats? The
She's being
stats of the
fucking,
people that's trying to keep us
bro.
separated.
She's being
The
fucking
stats of the people that's trying to keep us.
disingenuous.
No,
No,
I'm
Miss D,
not.
Miss
Jesus
D, Miss D.
Whose
Christ.
stats am I supposed to be looking at? The
Come
stats of
on,
the people
man.
that don't want us to be
She's,
together? The stats that
bro,
want us
she
to
is
be.
just fucking, oh my
Oh
God.
my
No,
God.
Miss D, Miss D,
God
Miss D, Miss
damn.
Yeah,
D.
yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, y'all chill for a second.
So if that's the case, hold on, let me just make this one statement. If that's the case, why are all these athletes paying homage to their single mother? Why is that? If all of them out here on Section 8 not doing nothing, why are all these athletes and these people that are making or famous people in this world paying homage to their single mothers?
she asked you a question, real.
Okay, okay, okay. They're paying homage to their single mother because that's their single. And also, listen.
Because of
They,
what?
hey, Noble. You already know what I'm about to say. They were athletes in spite of their mother, not
No.
because of their
Miss
mother.
D,
Okay, all right.
somebody,
And
Miss D, Vic in the comments said, "So are the prison inmates."
hey, it's a fact. Look at the stats.
No.
Single mother, if there's a two-parent household, the child of going to prison is less likely. It goes up when there is a single mother household.
Okay, all right.
No, but Miss D,
I understand your mindset and I understand your views and I understand what the stats say. So I get it. I get where you guys are coming from. I
no,
understand the plan.
don't say you guys. I'm speaking for myself. He's speaking for.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
But let
I
me ask
understand.
you.
What's his name? Rebel. I understand where you're coming from and I get it. From your perspective, this is how the world is, and I get that.
Yeah, but let me. I wanna address what you said about the Shit, what did you even say? He was talking about what are you talking about? I wanted to address what you were saying. Yeah, I just low key forgot.
It's okay.
No, hold on. It's gonna come back to me. You was talking about. Okay, did I mention? Did I say? Did I? Um. Okay. Did I say anything to you about Yeah, like it's not over for them or anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
like how most people that are single and childless are still going to have a preference of having serious relationships. Okay, no, I don't remember what I was about to ask you. Okay,
Yeah.
are you okay? This, yeah, now I exactly remember now. you talked about, yeah, there are people that, you know, be missing out on their quote unquote soulmate, and they be old and single and childless, all because of, you know, their standards.
Preferences.
Yeah, their preferences, if you ask me. But I mean, I don't know if you have, you said you're childless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you have like any little brothers or something. Like, you're 6 years older than me. Like, you know, would you, and be 100% honest. I'm about to ask you two
She
questions.
about the cat.
Go ahead.
Um are, you know, you're 31 now. When you were 25, did you, were you, cuz now right now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but right now it sounds like, just based off how you're talking, that you really wouldn't be against dating a man that has kids, even if he had like 3, 4 kids, if he was your soulmate. But did you have that mindset when you were 25? And then my second question to you is, um, you know, if you had a younger brother that was like my age, would you, you know, would you advise him to be like when it pertains to dating, would you be telling him to, like, you know, date a woman that got 3, 4 kids by 3, 4 different men? Like, be 100% honest. Or would you
Okay.
tell him, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first question. When I was 25, I didn't even want children, right? I didn't see that in my life path. I like working with children. I'm good with children, but I had a fear of bringing a life into this world and this life, not being able to protect it. So that could be from past life trauma because I believe in reincarnation, all type of shit. So that's 25.
No,
And when
no,
it
I
comes
wasn't asking you about bringing children into the world. I'm asking you about dating men that have children. Were you interested
at
in dating
25,
men?
well, so I said, well, I probably wouldn't have because I wasn't trying to date I wasn't trying to have kids, period. You
Okay.
understand?
So what
So
age?
the my
What age? How old were you when you decided, when you adapted this mindset? Because now it sounds like a man can have 5 kids, but as long as you love them, you know, you're
so okay, so as I don't know what age it was per se. I can't tell you that, but I evolve every day. You know what I'm saying? And I just know that I signed myself up to be on this planet to do certain tasks, right? As every other soul. And I will not allow anything from my ego to keep me from doing it, accomplishing it. I don't know what age it was that I came to this realization, but I'm sorry that I can't tell you that. But
that's fine.
I just, so when it comes to like a little brother or a cousin, I will never tell, or my nephews that's in my bed right now. One is 8 and one is going to be 5 in a few days. I would never tell them that you can't date a woman that got 2 or 3 kids, or you can't date a woman. Yes, it would be nice for you to find a woman that is on the same page as you when it comes to no children. But whatever your heart says, or your soul says, is what it is, and you just look for the signs. We only attract people that are not for us because of our own traumas and baggage, things that we haven't healed within ourselves. So if you're attracting negative baby mama drama, it's because it's something within yourself that you haven't cleaned up. So we gotta, when you say hold yourself accountable, these women gotta hold themselves accountable for picking the wrong men, even if they lied to them and said, "Oh, I want to be with you.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
you. You are the
Yep.
world to me. I
Yep.
want to marry you." Because
Yep.
a woman, because you guys are preaching marriage, but a woman could get married 4 times and have 4 different kids, and they still leave them. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a piece of paper in marriage is not gonna keep somebody from being dogged.
Miss
It's
D.
it's work that you have to do within yourself. So
Miss
I would
D.
never, yeah,
If I go out there and a woman is somehow able to, you know, extract me for all my money and all my resources, despite the fact that she was telling me that she loved me and this, that, and the third, I need to take accountability that I chose the wrong woman, and I
yeah,
allowed that to happen.
yeah.
So we not gonna do well if she been lied. See that's it. You're not taking accountability now. It's,
Who,
oh,
me?
although I was lied to, he was telling me this, that, and the third. Just, you can't.
Who,
No,
me?
just take account. No, not you specifically, but
Oh,
that
oh,
example
okay.
you just made. You're
No, no,
making
what
excuses for
no,
the
no, no, no,
behavior.
no. Listen to what I'm saying, because you didn't hear what I said. I said the same thing that you said, but you're on the defense. I said even if a woman has been lied to and manipulated, or whatever the case may be, it is still her fault. She has to take accountability for it. Why? Because we only attract what we haven't cleaned up within our own vibration. You understand what I'm saying? So if you clean up your own traumas, you will not attract that traumatic person. So I'm not saying nothing different than you.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So when it comes to my nephews, I'm raising them to understand their feelings and emotions. I'm raising them to. I'm not raising like they got their parents. You get what I'm saying? I'm just auntie, but it takes a village. You get what I'm saying? And they're not going to. I'm not teaching them to judge somebody on face value. That's not what I'm doing. When you tell your child, oh, don't date no woman with no kids, you telling them to judge somebody on face value, and that's not what it is. At the end of the day, you have to talk to a person, get to know a person to understand who they are. And sometimes even when you talk to a person, you don't know who they truly are, especially after you get married, because you got to clean up yourself to attract what you want. We are on this planet to elevate and learn and find discernment within ourselves, which it starts within you. And pushing the rhetoric that women that have children are not worthy, or they fell and bumped their head so many times, they ran through, whatever the case may be, is not going to help us grow as a people. It's not. You never know what your soulmate is wrapped up in. You never know what you signed up for before you got to this planet. People, we lead with our egos so much, and it keeps us back. It holds us back. We lead with our ego all day the fuck long. And people can, agree with me, or people can think I'm crazy, because at the end of the day, I'm going to sound crazy to the person that haven't had that type of growth. You understand what I'm saying? When you haven't had that type of growth, when you don't know your own triggers, when you don't know why you feel the way you feel about people, because the way I feel about somebody that smacked, like I got a pet peeve of people smacking. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't figure out why I have this pet peeve, I could let it destroy me. Something so simple. I could not date somebody that's for me because I got this complex. You understand what I'm saying? You have to, honey, I could talk about this shit all day long. But anywho,
Well, but
I
okay,
understand.
Ms. D,
Go ahead.
what do you you said, I think having conversations where we're acknowledging where people, especially in our community, is coming up short and harping on it. I think that is actually very important in helping us move forward. I think that is very important in helping the young men move forward that aren't in that predicament like myself. And I think it's important in helping the young women that aren't in that predicament move forward as well. What the issue is that especially, because women, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about men. Y'all can talk about, Pookie and Ray Ray and the dusty men and the broke men and the man that got 4 or 5 kids by 4 or 5 women. But when y'all are doing that, it's not too many women telling y'all to like stop doing that. But when men have conversations about women and men at the same time, it's like, why are you even talking about the men in the first place? Like, we need to continue to have these conversations, and we need to continue to harp on these things, because I have an older sister. I have a little sister. I have a little sister that does not have a baby. She's never been pregnant before. I have to make sure that she knows it's important for her to get married before she has a child. I have to make sure that I stress to her that she should value relationships and family, and all this stuff that's going on out here right now, that is not the wave. That is not cool. So we need to continue harping on these things, so the people that aren't in that situation yet, they can
Don't get
not
in
be
it.
in that situation.
So
But if
so
that's not the way, my question to you is, what's the way then to help us? What's the
Okay,
way?
so I do agree with you that these conversations need to be had in order to help people to kill this trauma that we have been cycling for 400 years plus. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the trauma stems from. But the conversations have to be had with no bias, with no conviction to other. It's not pointing the finger at the next person. Like, we can never get through anything if we're going to try to find somebody to blame, because neither one of us are to blame. You understand what I'm saying? This shit has been
Yeah.
put upon us. You understand what I'm saying? The woman that's having 5 kids is broken. Y'all not under the shit is not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not a joke. So if you want to heal within our community. And if you want to bring these conversations up to heal our young people, you have to teach them how to heal themselves within, not to make this shit a joke and laugh at the women that come on that has 2 or 3 kids, or or this shit is, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You understand? We can have good intentions but still put off that self-hate in a way that is going to keep people low. And in order to raise people up, we have to teach them how to love themselves internally. When you love yourself internally, you will not fall for nothing. And when you, well, I'm not gonna say not fall for nothing, because there's some things in this life that we are predisposed to experiencing. That's a part of life. We are here to experience experiences on different levels of emotion, because this is the only planet that we go through use our emotion to dictate our life. You get what I'm saying? But anywho, with that being said, when you love yourself within and you learn your triggers and you figure out who you are as a person, when you are triggered, you will not fall. You will see it for what it is. You will see it for the lesson that it was meant to teach you. Because when anything happens to us that's bad or not good or whatever the case, it's just a lesson to be learned. You know what I'm saying? But we can't help people learn by laughing at them. We can't let people learn by saying that they're not worthy of love. No, that's not how it's supposed to go. I don't believe so.
I agree with you. Rebel, do you have any last words you want to say to her?
No last words.
All right. Thank you, Miss D. I appreciate you. You have a good day, okay?
You're welcome. Y'all have a blessed one.
All right. Thanks.